you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before.
Welcome back to the channel, or if you are brand new here and this is the first time you ever see me, what's up? I am Jen. I share all things health and wellness here on the channel. Anything I do to level up my own life, I share with you guys in hopes to inspire and motivate you to do the same. So if that sounds like your jam, make sure to subscribe before we jump into today's video. All right, guys, we have the long-awaited crock pot video coming at you. We did 4 meals for this one. I did chili in it, my current chili recipe. I think the last time I shared chili on the channel, I was keto, so I haven't shared that in a long time. My first crock pot video, I definitely wanted to include it in there, and a couple other of my favorites. One that is brand new to me that turned out delicious, all high protein, all relatively easy. I am in full swing crock pot mode right now. I don't know why I don't do more crock pot meals all throughout the year, because seriously, it's like the most time saving thing that you could possibly do for yourself, especially if you have like busy afternoons and evenings with kids activities or work or workouts or whatever you were trying to incorporate. Cooking in the crock pot is almost like pre-tracking your food, just setting your future self up for success. And I swear I should do it like every single night. So I am loving all the crock pot meals. I know you guys are wanting to see this video, and I already have more filmed, and I'm going to put that in another crock pot video and just keep these coming. So if you guys have any that you are absolutely loving right now, pop them down below. But without a ton of gabbing, let's go ahead and jump into the meal. Okay, up first for our first crock pot meal is, of course, just the basic chili, because you can't go into crock pot season without a good chili. Am I right? So we have all the goods here laid out. I'm just going to run through them really quick and show you what I am throwing in mine. I have 2 pounds of 93% lean ground beef here that I just cooked up. This is the all natural ground beef that I get from Sam's. Like I said, 93% lean, 7% fat. And I have 2 of these cooked up in here. And I just browned it up with some of the same seasonings that I'm going to throw into the rest of the chili, and I'll show you that in a second. But a way to make this easier is to already have ground beef cooked up in your freezer. So a time-saving hack is whenever you're cooking ground beef, just double batch it and save half of it, throw it in the freezer so that you have it ready for future meals. Or earlier in the week, if you're making a dinner with ground beef, you can always just double it up and then throw it in the fridge and use it later for chili, and it'll make this even easier because you'll already have the ground beef cooked and ready to roll. Dump it in the crock pot and you're good to go. I didn't have any already pre-made, so I just browned some up really quick. We're going to dump that in the crock pot along with 1 medium onion, 2 bell peppers. I have 1 orange and 1 red. We're going to throw 1 can of petite diced tomatoes in there with garlic and olive oil. 2 cans of the Good & Gather 3-bean blend. Absolutely love this from Target. It's 100 calories a serving. I'm going to throw 2 cans in there. I am going to drain it. I'm going to throw in 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Seasonings, I'm going to use garlic powder, chili powder, paprika, some chopped onion flakes, and of course the good old favorite Badia Complete seasoning. And then I'm going to toss all this in the crock pot and show you what it looks like.
I don't really care if you are mine. I don't need another side. I'm wearing you down to the ground. We're done for the night. I really don't care if you are mine, but I'm keeping you.
One of these days with technology, we're going to come up with smell-o-vision, and you guys would just absolutely love this right now. It smells so bomb, and it looks so beautiful. We love chili season. But I digress. We are going to pop this baby on high for 4 hours because your girl is running behind, but you definitely could do it on low for 8 hours, because the longer and slower that you cook chili, chef's kiss, the better it is, right? So we're going to pop the lid on this baby and I'll show you when we plate it up. Thank God for crock pot chili because it was ready to rock and roll. I have some light sour cream on top, and then I have some cornbread that I made up. 500 calories, 35 grams of protein, 56 carbs, and 15 fat. And I am starving and ready to tear this up. Diving into the next meal, we have lemonade crock pot, or that's what we're calling it anyways. I will link the original recipe down below. Of course, I have swapped things out to make it more macro friendly and meet my way of eating. And I always suggest that you guys do that also when you find recipes or even anything you see here. Just go ahead and tweak it to make it fit exactly what you need and the way that you eat and the macros that you follow and the lifestyle that you follow and all of that. But to start, We have some chicken breasts here. I have 3 enormous sized chicken breasts. This is 37 ounces of chicken breast. Again, you can make it fit however many servings you need or fit what your macros are. I have some Truvia brown sugar here. The recipe calls for regular brown sugar. I opt for this because it's a stevia blend, obviously healthier, better macros. I've got some Great Value lemonade concentrate, salt, pepper, and garlic paste, as well as some Badia complete seasoning, some Worcestershire sauce, G-Hughes sugar-free ketchup, and the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I am going to take this chicken and brown it in my cast iron pan here. You could probably skip this step. I like browning meat because it just adds that extra layer of flavor. And I just got this cast iron pan and I'm all about cooking everything in it. The regular recipe does suggest browning it in the pan first, but you absolutely could just throw this chicken right in the crock pot and it would still be delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the wet ingredients and seasonings mixed together in a bowl and let the meat sit in there for about 10 or 15 minutes and marinate, and then I will throw it in the cast iron and get it browned up. Also have a tablespoon of cornstarch and some water over here that we're going to make a slurry with later to kind of thicken up the sauce. But first I'm going to go ahead and mix all these sauces up and get our chicken in it.
You really don't know which way to turn. You're always one step behind. Going down this road again. I don't want to explain myself. You grasp for every crumb of hope, although you've reached the end of my road.
All right, these babies have been marinating about 10 minutes or so. I have my cast iron nice and hot over here. I just sprayed a quick spray of this avocado oil in there. Now I'm gonna throw these in the cast iron and brown them really nice on each side for about 1 minute. First of all, the smell is like 10 out of 10, but the color is not even coming off as beautiful on camera as in real life. But I have to tell you, I think this cast iron pan might be my most favorite new kitchen tool. Y'all, I swear, the lighting is not the best, but holy hot tamale. I am so pumped for these. Now I just dumped the rest of that marinade right on top, and we are gonna put this baby on low and let it cook for 6 hours, or if you're in a hurry, you need it done quicker than that, you could do high for 3 hours. The chicken has been in there cooking low for 6 hours, and it's super tender and falling apart and smells out of this world. I've taken it out and thrown it on a plate, and I've poured the sauce into my cast iron skillet here. I have that cornstarch and water mixed up for a cornstarch slurry. I'm gonna mix this in here and whisk it, bring it to a boil, just thicken it up a little bit, put it on the chicken, and I'll show you when I plate everything up. The sauce thickened up just perfect. You could add a little more cornstarch if you wanted it a little thicker, or you could just skip this step altogether. The chicken was delicious without even making this sauce, just cooking it in it, and you could have still added it on there without thickening up a little bit, but that definitely gives it a nice touch. I have a serving here with some potato salad and coleslaw. We got that from family friends, so I did not do the macros for that. But the chicken made 5 servings. There's a ton, and I've already tasted it. It is delicious. So just for the serving of chicken, it would be 212 calories, 33 grams of protein, 17 carbs, and 1 fat. Next up is hands down my favorite crock pot meal ever. If you guys have been around for a hot minute, you know that we throw this in the rotation often. This is the yummy Mississippi pot roast. I do take the extra step to sear it off in my pan because I like to brown the edges before I put it in there, but you definitely do not have to do this. I have a little over 2-pound chuck roast here, 2.36 pounds, and I went ahead and seasoned it and then browned it up in my cast iron pan. But again, you definitely don't have to. You can just throw your chuck tender roast right in the crock pot and dump everything on it and you're good to go. To it, we are going to be adding some Kinder's Ranch seasoning, some Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse, some beefy onion soup mix, and some banana peppers. I have a short showing exactly how I do this step by step, but just in case I know a lot of you guys don't watch the short, I wanted to throw it in this first crock pot video of the season because it is so easy and it is so delicious and it's so versatile. You can do so many things with it. You can shred it up when it's done, throw it on mashed potatoes, with a baked potato, with rice, on french fries, on homemade air fryer french fries, or sweet potato fries, literally anything. It's that delicious, and you throw it all in there and forget about it. Put it on low for 8 hours and you are ready to rock and roll. Roast is in there, beefy onion soup mix going in, buttery steakhouse going in. You guys know, if you have watched for any amount of time, I measure seasonings with my heart. So the buttery steakhouse I don't measure. Ranch seasoning in. This is a little bit of water mixed with some of the banana pepper juice and the banana peppers, and we are just dumping that right on top. Now we're gonna pop the lid on this baby for low for 8 hours, and I will see you guys when it's done. Next up is Crock-Pot Chicken Alfredo Tortellini, and when we talk about easy, this is seriously as easy as it gets. I have some 5 cheese tortellinis here. This is the Members Mark brand. It comes with 2 of these, so you get 2 dinners when you buy these from Sam's Club. And the macros are 240 calories a serving, which is 1 cup and 10 grams protein. Here I have some chicken that I already meal prepped up and is ready to rock and roll, which makes this even easier. If you didn't have chicken already ready to rock and roll and you didn't feel like making it separately, you could just get a rotisserie chicken from the store, pull it off, throw it in there, and you would be good to go. And this will come together super quick. To it for seasonings, I'm gonna throw in some garlic powder, some buttery steakhouse, because I love that buttery flavor and Kinder's is my jam, and some parsley. And then we are gonna dump this entire jar of the Classico 4 cheese Alfredo sauce right on top. And all of this is really ready to rock and roll. We're just essentially heating everything through. So we're gonna dump everything in there. I'm gonna put this baby on low, and we'll be eating in about 2 or 3 hours, and it'll be ready to go, and I'll show you when I plate it up. Smells good and tastes good. Looks a little bit dry. Definitely could have added a second jar or maybe a half of a jar more of Alfredo sauce. And it did sit on warm in the crock pot for a little while because we weren't ready for dinner. Went and had to finish a run. So definitely could use a little more Alfredo sauce, but either way, it's going to be delicious. And all right, guys, so that'll do it for this crock pot video. Let me know if you guys try any of these out. Let me know if you love them. Of course, like I said, make sure to drop your favorites down below so that we can all try new and keep it fun and spicy in the kitchen. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps me out. Share it with anybody else you think would love a good crock pot meal, and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any other videos that I post here on the channel every Tuesday and Thursday. I hope y'all are having an absolutely killer day, and I will catch y'all in Thursday's video.